Uh,
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma.
What did you teach yesterday?
Oh, you was absent.
Yes, sir. We had chemistry exam today.
Yesterday, mostly I completed oscillations. Most
Acha.
of the things I completed in the oscillation, time periods, and damped oscillations, energy in the SHM. So, important question I completed, that is energy.
So, is it continuation today?
Mostly over oscillations. That is enough actually for our syllabus.
Sir, how many pages should I leave for
Anybody,
the
please,
notes?
Ananya. Anybody can say how many pages that she has to leave. Hello, Risha.
Yes, sir.
How many pages
Sir,
that
four
she has to leave?
pages.
So three.
Uh,
Okay.
3 or 4 pages. Leave 4 pages, no?
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. And waves last part we are going to discuss in the waves. Try to understand now. So in oscillations, whatever we have discussed, that is enough, more than enough. That is now waves last and final part. Okay. So whatever the pages you left, start from there. So I'm going to discuss about reflection of waves. Reflection of waves. Everyone, can you hear me? Ananya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, Risha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you too.
Yeah, Aryan?
Yes, sir.
Concentrate here. Organic pipes. One of the concept is there. That concept is very, very important. If you want to understand the organic pipes concept, whatever I am telling now, reflection of waves, after how standing waves is nothing but stationary waves. Did you remember what I said? Stationary waves, energy trapped between the 2 points, right? So where will you get stationary waves? Where can you see the stationary waves? Where can you get the stationary waves, ma? Hello. So it is better that I said so many times, join with the video, because if you join, then I can understand you are listening or not. If you have any doubt or what, if you don't join with videos, I can't shout every time. Did you understand? Because I can't see you. I don't know what you are doing. So that is the reason I'm saying that join with video. Because when I'm
What was the
seeing you
question?
people, I can understand you are doing work or not, and you are listening or not. Any doubts are there that I can ask. Without videos is very, very difficult actually. Even 9th class students, they are joining with videos. Prajwal, join with video, ma. Yes, good. Just to join with videos, nothing is there, because I can feel that you are in front of me. Pratik? Oh, Pratik is just audio.
Yes, I don't have a.
Yes, yes, I know, Pratik. Ananya, Ananya, Akshaya, Akshaya is to join with video. I don't know why. What happened to her?
Yes, I'll switch it on.
So I'll join with video in the next. I'll have to connect another device for video.
Yes, mostly try to understand. Join with videos. Why? Because I can see that you are doing work or not. And when I'm asking, I can't feel that you are listening or not. So I don't know what you are writing in the notes also, because you people can't come now itself. Why? Because so much time is there. And exams, there is no time for exams. So that. Okay. So reflection of waves. Try to understand reflection of waves. Now here very easy it is. Very easy concept, reflection of waves. Okay, Akshaya. Thank you, Akshaya. Prajwal. Thank you, ma. So look at this. So reflection of waves, I'm going to study by two things. One is when a wave is traveling towards the rigid body, how it will reflect. When the wave is traveling towards the not rigid body, I will use some spring, but that is not rigid body. From that body, if it is reflect, what will happen? If rigid support, if it is reflecting, what will happen? That I'm going to discuss. See here, it is the feel like it is the rigid support. One, two, see that it is a not disturbed here, no disturbance, just no disturbance. Now instant pulse, one of the pulse is going to instant. Okay, that instant pulse on the rigid support, pulse is going to instant in this direction. One more pulse I left here. So one pulse I given like this, and one more pulse I given like this. So it is called pulse. It is also. Now, if you see reflection of this pulse, if you see reflection of this pulse, it will become the reflection of this pulse. If you see reflection of this pulse, it will be the reflection of pulse. Just see that. Now you can understand very clearly. Just a minute. Now it is not rigid. One of the string, I used here one ring. To that ring, I connected one of the wire, so that in that wire, I am producing wave. So that.
So should we note this down?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Because you should understand how wave will reflect from the rigid support and how wave will reflect from the, it is not rigid. I am using one of the ring here. So I given pulse like this. Is it the rigid? Is it rigid support? Is it rigid support? No, it is some ring. Okay. So when you given pulse like this, that wave is coming, that wave of pulse of wave is coming like this. After how it will reflect, that is important. Okay. One more pulse I'm giving like this. One more pulse. Undisturbed pulse will be like this. Then how it is going to reflect now from here? For first pulse, this is reflecting pulse, incident pulse. It is not fixed support. It is ring, one of the ring I used. It is incident pulse. It is reflecting pulse. Please, can you understand? In the rigids, on the rigid support, on the rigid body, when you instant a pulse, after reflection, how much phase it is changing? How much phase it is changing? What is the phase difference of instant pulse and reflected pulse in the rigid support?
It's the same.
How much?
I mean, shouldn't it be the same or something, speed and all?
Incident pulse, reflected pulse. Instant pulse, reflected pulse. So, instant, when it is going, when it is instant and when it is reflect, what is the phase difference? How much phase difference?
0.
Means how it is instant, even like that it reflected. Huh? Is it reflected like that? Same.
Okay, no.
It's not
No.
reflected same. Risha, join with video, Risha.
So the background is too bright because the tube light is on the back.
Okay, okay. Akshaya. Akshaya, speak, Akshaya.
Yes, sir.
See how it is incident. Is it reflected like that?
No.
What is the phase difference, Akshaya? How much?
180 degree.
180 degrees. Now it is not fixed support. Incident pulse is like this. Reflected pulse also?
It's the same.
What is the phase difference here?
0.
Yes, see that? So when the wave is reflecting from the rigid support, how it will behave? When the wave is reflecting from the non-rigid support, how it will behave? So here, now to form standing waves, definitely we have to take a rigid support. so that we can see the reflected wave easily. Here reflected wave we can't find. Why? Because there is no any phase difference. Instant and reflected both are same. Phase difference is 0. But here, see that phase difference is 180. Can you understand the topic? What is happening? If any wave is instant on the rigid support, definitely reflected wave will be 180. With 180 angle, it will come out. If the phase difference is 180 angle. Here, not 180 angle. Am I clear? Ask me.
Sir,
Just a minute.
so which one is rigid, the first one or the second one?
Can you see diagram and tell me which one is rigid? See the diagram and tell me which is rigid.
First one.
Obviously, because here I am using rings. If you use ring and if you give any pulse to that ring, again that ring won't apply the same amount of force on it. According to Newton's laws of motion, every action there is an equal opposite reaction. Can you see? That is possible for rigid support. Otherwise, if you apply force on the unrigid support, is it apply same amount of force on you?
No.
Definitely. Here Newton's laws of motion is not there, but here Newton's laws of motion is valid. Am I clear? So we can conclude that the phase difference is pi between the instant pulse and reflected pulse. If the reflection takes place on the rigid support, we can conclude that when a pulse incident on rigid support, pulse instant on rigid support, it reflects with 180 degrees or pi, reflects with 180 degrees of phase. 180 degrees of phase. It reflects like that.
Sir, so the force is applied from the open side and then the wave moves towards the fixed part.
Yes, fixed spot. So force is applied like this. I'm giving jerk like this. One of the wire I
Yeah,
fix it to the wall. I given like this. One pulse I given. Again, when it is reflecting, it comes like this. You can see that on the rigid support. But if you fix one ring and when you are giving pulse, it won't come back with the 180 angle. In daily life example, and even we can see that. So we can say that according to Newton's laws of motion also we can apply here. Am I clear? Akshaya, did you understand, ma?
Yes.
So now according to mathematical expression, I'm going to write waveform for this. Did you write? Can I erase?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Look at this. So can you say where can we get proper stationary waves? Here. Here can you get or here can you get? Or a reflected wave, where can you get properly? Reflected wave. Reflected wave means there should be some changes. How it is going and same like that if it is coming, how it will become reflected wave. Reflected means phase should be 180 degrees. That is called reflected wave. Here phase is not 180. It's not reflected wave. It is a reflected wave. Clear? Ananya, clear?
Yes, sir.
Now according to mathematics, like whatever the things we have discussed, that I'm going to write let incident wave, instant wave be represented instant wave be represented y equal to a sine omega t plus kx. So sine already we know this. Y is the displacement, a is amplitude, omega is angular frequency, and k is what is k? What is k? Hello.
So is it
Restoring force. The
K, oh
constant
ho ho, it is not
spring,
restoring force.
so
Here
the
not.
spring constant?
spring constant.
Here y is displacement, a is amplitude, omega is angular frequency, k is wave vector, that is 2 pi by lambda always.
So Y is Young's module. Oh, okay.
We are talking about the waves, right? So wave is not rigid support, right? So it is not Young's wave. We are talking about the waves. Y is displacement. Risha, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So when it is the equation 1, when the wave reflected from rigid support, when the reflected wave then when the wave is reflected from rigid support, I will take it as a y1 and I will take it as a y2. So a sine omega t, right, like kx, you can write omega t minus kx plus pi. It is reflected wave. According to mathematics, we have given the two wave equations. One is reflected wave equation, one is here pi is phase difference between incident and reflected wave. Incident and reflected wave. Since sine kx plus pi is nothing but minus sine theta, so that y2 equal to minus a sine omega t minus kx. Omega t, sorry, yeah, just remember this equation and remember this equation. Is it fine? It is fine actually. Otherwise just even this equation. So equation 2 and it take it is equation 3, equation 2 it is. So remember equation 1 and equation 3, just you don't need to write even negative also. Okay, so negative is represent that opposite direction. Already we given here negative, no problem. So that,
So that is 1/2.
which one? 2 pi by lambda.
No. Third equation that you mentioned.
Oh. Y2.
Yeah.
Sir,
Tell me, ma.
sir, had we derived the first equation anywhere?
Oh, yeah, we derived, no? I considered oscillations lesson. I told you like when the particle is here, suppose if particle reaches here, it is theta. So it is moving with angular velocity. So sine theta equal to opposite side by. So it is moving with angular velocity into t r.
So what exactly is kx over here?
K is a wave vector. Is the wave vector k. Constant it is. X is displacement. X is displacement. So in the direction we can say that particle is moving. It covers a displacement. So that we can say that sine theta is equal to opposite by any side. Any side is nothing but here also radius, here also radius. From that, y is equal to r sine theta, and r sine theta, theta is nothing but omega t, since angular velocity equal to angular position by time. So from this, angular position equal to omega into t. So theta place you can write omega t also. Initially, if there is some pace,
Sir, just a minute. Angular velocity and frequency is the same thing.
yes, here, because number of oscillations completed, okay, how much fast it is a particle is revolving in the path, we can take here, okay.
Sir,
In
what
the
exactly is angular frequency?
angular frequency is nothing but how many waves it is completed in 1 second. In 1 second, how many waves it completed. So
then,
fast if it is completing, that means it having more velocity. If it is having less velocity, then frequency will become less. Here we will take, see, here we will take omega is, and angular frequency also omega is equal to 2 pi by t actually. So angular frequency also called angular velocity. Why? Because 2 pi into r by t, distance by time, velocity.
So can you explain the diagram part again? That's fine.
Yes. See that particle is moving in the circular path, feel like, because circular path and oscillatory motion I compared. Already I shown the comparison also. I shown the comparison like this. If particle reaches from here to here, in the circular path, particle reaches from here to here. Again, particle reaches here, particle reaches here. Again, if particle reaches here, particle reaches here. Again, particle reaches the mean position, so particle will come to here. So that oscillatory motion we can compare with the circular motion. That's what I did. First half, particle reaches from here to here. Again, it comes back, particle will reach here. Again, it comes back, particle will reach here. Again, it comes back, it reaches to the same point.
Sir, but angular frequency and velocity will have different dimension formula, right? So,
different units it will be there.
yes, so then how can we say they both are like the same thing?
No, what I'm saying, if when we are studying about the velocity, that time we have to take a 2 pi r by t actually, okay. When you are taking about the velocity, distance by time, okay. But if we are not speaking about the velocity, Here in the waves, mostly we have to take angular frequency only. No angular velocity here. Okay, Risha? No angular velocity, only frequency.
Sir,
Tell
that
me.
you derived something like theta related to theta.
I will
sin
derive
theta.
that. I will derive now. Risha, it's an angular frequency only. It is not angular velocity.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, because how many waves or how many oscillations it is completing per second only we have to take. So it is angular frequency. Angular frequency is 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda is value. K is wave vector, it is constant, so that 2 pi by lambda. Now what I'm saying, initially particle is here. So after particle reach it to here. So it is covered distance, vertical distance, like it covers some distance. So from this, sin theta calculate sin theta equal to opposite side by any side. Any side is r. So from this, y equal to r sin theta. Done. What is theta? Theta is the angular position. So angular velocity equal to angular position by time. From this, theta is equal to omega t, we can write. When we substitute that omega t, then we will call it is an angular frequency. Suppose in the next year that you will get idea. If it
Okay,
takes
sir. Then why have you added kx over there?
if initially there is no phase, initially zero actually. Initially if there is a phase, then initially if some phase is there, some pi is there. So now particle reach from here to here. This is the theta now. And initially phase is there. That phase I will act as a kx. Constant into
Okay, so
x
if
displacement.
it is already in motion or it has already covered some distance, so that is why you're adding kx.
Yes, that is only the reason. If already there is some distance, then that distance we will add, except that nothing is there. In the theta formula, when I substitute this omega t, then it will become angular frequency in waves. In waves, we will call as an angular frequency it is. So remember this equation and this equation. It is called reflected waves topic. In the reflected waves, what we have to learn, it is the instant wave with some phase u incident, and after instant the phase, whatever you are getting, it is the reflected wave. So instant wave and reflected wave. So these two wave equations you have to just keep in mind. That's all. Here from this they won't ask any question, but one thing that you have to know, when the wave is reflecting from the rigid support, then 180 phase it will change. It changes its phase 180 degrees. That is the only thing that you have to remember. Done. Now look at this. Ananya, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, so the first and the last equation are the major formulas.
Yes, major forms that you have to remember, first and last. That's all. Okay. Now I'm going to speak about stationary waves. Stationary waves are standing waves. Stationary waves are standing waves. Look at this now. When the two progressive waves of same amplitude and same amplitude and same frequency. Same amplitude, same frequency, but traveling in opposite to, sorry, when two, traveling opposite to each other.
Sir, just a minute. So stationary wave is a progressive wave?
Yeah, two progressive. Stationary wave means what? I explained in the first class.
Yes,
Stationary
sir,
waves means energy trapped between the 2 points, right?
Yes, sir, and progressive wave is different, right?
What I'm saying, two progressive wave. Two progressive wave means what? Look at this. Look at this. Nothing is there. If I take one progressive wave that is moving like this, okay? Is it the progressive wave? Is it the progressive wave? Okay.
Yes, sir.
When this wave is going to complete, just I arrange the fixed support. Fixed support. When I arrange the fixed support, one more wave I am producing from that side. One wave is I'm producing this side, and one more wave is I'm producing from another side. So that two waves, two progressive waves. Actually, these are progressive waves. Why? Because after some time gap, it will comes to rest. After
Then
some
why
time.
are they called stationary waves?
Why? Because I fixed the energy between the 2 points.
Okay, now I got it.
Okay, I fixed energy now. So that progressive wave converted into stationary wave.
So can you explain again?
I am producing wave, but that wave always won't move like this, please, because every wave after some time gap, it reduces its energy and becomes zero. No doubt in that. So that type of progressive wave I produced from one end and I fixed that wave to the other end. So I fixed the progressive wave here. One more same progressive wave of same amplitude and same frequency I produce, means these two waves are same amplitude and same frequency. These are the progressive waves I provided in the opposite
got
direction
it.
to each other. Understand?
Yes, sir.
And with the same speed even. These are traveling with the same speed. Now what will happen? These two waves will superimpose on each other. Hello. Is it, can you see any disturbance in the wave now? You can't see any disturbance in the wave, right? How waves you have produced, like that only it is there. Because these two waves are same amplitude, same frequency, and same speed, traveling in the opposite direction to each other. So here, this wave I will call as a standing wave or stationary wave. Standing wave or stationary wave. Ananya, tell me.
Can you repeat your last statement?
Yes. Look at this. Two progressive waves, okay, of same amplitude and same frequency, traveling in the opposite direction to each other, then it forms stationary waves. Progressive waves can produce stationary waves when it is traveling like this. So now these two waves won't combine with each other. Why it won't combine with each other? Both having same speed, both having same amplitudes. So it is moving like this and it is moving like this. Why it will combine? So whatever the waveform is there, this waveform is called standing waveform. So it is called standing waves. If it is mixing together, tell me, ma.
So it's basically two identical waves going opposite to each other.
Opposite to each other. If it is not identical waves, suppose one wave having more frequency, one more having less frequency. Tell me, is it the both will forms the standing waves like this?
Sir, could you repeat?
Yeah.
Now one wave is more frequency, more amplitude, and more speed also. One more wave is less speed, less amplitude, and less frequency. Then both waves, if it is combined, is it produces the standing wave?
No, sir.
It can't
No, sir.
produce, because one will become easily dead. Easily it will dead. So it can't form the standing waves.
Sir, but won't these two waves cancel each other out?
Now it won't get cancelled, because both having speed is same, so that always it will travel like this. If its speed is low of any wave, then it will combine. Speed also same here. So that waves produces standing waves.
So, but in reality, generally all the waves produced are damped waves only, no?
Reality it is. Suppose
So
flute,
if
if
here
I take,
also that
yeah,
happens, here also that happens,
yeah, happens,
finally
no?
they will. Okay.
Suppose flute, if you take, when you are blowing air, then it produces standing wave only. Why? Because one wave is goes, then it strikes and comes back. But after some time gap, whatever the energy you given, it will become zero. Right? So most of the standing waves you can see in the flute, guitar, sitar, in that places you can see the standing waves. Standing waves is nothing. The two waves of equal amplitude, equal time, equal frequencies, and equal speeds traveling opposite to each other produces standing waves. Just a minute, Sunil, without. Understand clearly?
Yes, sir.
But traveling in the opposite to each other, such waves produce standing waves. Standing waves. Clear?
Clear, sir.
These waves are not in this condition. Waves are not transforming any energy to the outside space. Okay, in this condition, no transfer of energy, no transfer of energy.
So then how do they lose the energy if they don't transfer it anywhere?
This like I'm telling, it will come out, that energy will come out. Okay, when we are thinking about see, until it is inside, it won't transfer outside. Okay, energy, standing waves it will produce. But in case if it is coming out, in case, then it will transfer energy. No transfer of energy to the medium along the wave, in the medium. These waves, they won't transfer energy along the medium. That energy will be there in the waves only. These waves won't give energy to the medium. No transfer of energy along the wave in the medium. Risha, clear?
Sir, I have a doubt. It's like not from this topic, but it's like a general doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, how is sound produced like in a trumpet and all?
How?
Is sound produced like in a trumpet?
How sound produces, right?
Yeah, like in wind instruments.
Wherever it is. Okay. Look at this. How sound produces means sound produced by all vibrating particles. All
No, sir,
vibrating particles. Yeah.
like we see trumpets and all, right? How is sound produced in that?
In that, when we are blowing air, okay, when we'll blow air, right? Something, if you take flute or something, okay.
The flute I understood, but how is it like in
drums?
Like in a trumpet.
Trumpet. Where's the trumpet? I didn't get. Can you show me by drawing?
Sir, I'm really bad at it.
No, just model. Just model.
So I can try. Just a minute. You can continue till then. I'll try.
Yes. But in any instrument, whatever the instrument or anything which is producing sound, it is vibrating the particles such that vibrations, whatever the particle is oscillating, that particle oscillation should be more than 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So that waves you can hear. If particle,
could you explain how is it sound produced in a flute? I guess it would be the same answer.
yes, how sound produces in the flute means generally you will blow the air, right? You will blow the air, right? These holes are just to give different sounds. Holes are just to give the different sounds. Now, whenever you produce the when you are blowing air, so it will reflect this. It instant on the rigid support. After reflects, when it is the wave which is reflecting, when it is reflecting out, it makes air particles to vibrate 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So that much, if you are blowing slowly, you won't get sound. But if you blow, if you are giving high energy to the particle, so that particle will vibrate with high energy. When the particle is vibrating with high energy is, it seems that particle should vibrate 20 hertz in 1 second, 20 times in 1 second. 1 second, if it is vibrating 20 times any particle, that sound you can hear. Suppose if I vibrate my shirt like this, I can't listen sound. But if I vibrate my shirt 20 times in second, that sound I can hear. So sound is produced by the all vibrating particles. That particle should vibrate 20 hertz above, so that you can hear. Otherwise, sound produces, but you can't hear. Even a particle is vibrating like this, as it produces sound, but you can't hear. That particle should vibrate 20 times in second. That sound only you can hear. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I think you didn't get your answer. Huh?
No, I got it.
See, Risha, sound produces due to vibrating particles only, no other things, okay?
Yes,
and
sir.
all particles produces sound, no doubt in that. But some sounds you can hear, some sounds you can't hear. Some sounds are very horrible to hear. So if any particle is vibrating 20 times in a second, that sound you can hear. That is audible range. That is why ranges they have given: audible range, ultrasonic range, infrasonic ranges, like that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now see, types of stationary waves. Types of stationary waves is, one is transverse wave, transverse stationary wave, and second one is longitudinal transverse wave, longitudinal stationary wave. what is transverse stationary wave? Tell me. What is transverse stationary wave? Hello, Risha, anybody, can you speak? What is the transverse stationary wave?
So
So
is it the vibration of the particle perpendicular in the same place itself?
Yes, I'm talking about the stationary wave.
between two.
Tell me, ma.
So it's a transverse wave between 2 points.
So two transverse waves.
Two like equivalent transverse
Equal amplitudes, equal frequencies, and equal speeds traveling with opposite side to each other, then produces waves that are called transverse stationary waves. Understand clearly? Two transverse progressive waves of equal amplitude, equal frequency, traveling opposite direction, traveling in the opposite direction with the same speed, produces transverse stationary wave. Did you understand, everyone? Similarly, you can see that waves produced in the vibrating string. Examples wave produced in vibrating string. Aryan, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, tell me what is longitudinal stationary wave?
So it's the two longitudinal progressive waves of equal amplitude, equal compressions and rarefactions, equal frequencies traveling with the same speed in opposite directions.
Yes. Yes. Where can you see the longitudinal waves? It is in the strings, sir. Where can you see this?
The springs.
It is in the springs. Springs you can see crest and trough. But longitudinal waves, where can you see? In strings, crest and trough will form. But in longitudinal wave, crest and trough won't form. Compression and rarefaction. So where can you see?
The spring.
Not in spring. Okay, spring when it is vibrating like this. Or pipes, open pipes, closed pipes, flutes. You can see in the flute because that is nothing but sound waves. Are you getting my point? So longitudinal transverse waves you can see in the pipes, organ pipes, mouth organ pipes.
Yes, sir.
Risha, am I clear, Risha?
Yes, sir.
Longitudinal waves means, longitudinal stationary waves means two longitudinal progressive waves, equal amplitude, equal frequencies traveling in the opposite direction with same speed produces longitudinal transverse wave. Example, organ pipes, the waves producing in the organ pipes. Clear? Done.
So both have the same definition, right?
Same definition, but
Yeah, the terms
terms
change.
is
That's it.
different.
Got it.
Everything is same, just terms different. Now see, formation of standing wave. Formation of standing wave. Suppose one wave traveling along positive x direction. One wave is traveling along positive x direction is represented
Sir,
by
what was the example for longitudinal stationary wave?
waves produced by the organ pipes, like flutes produces.
Okay, so wind-based musical
Wind based,
instruments.
yes, wind based. Represented by y dash is equal to a sine kx minus omega t and traveling along one more and one more wave, one wave and one wave traveling along negative x direction is represented by y double dash equal to a sine kx plus omega t. From equation 1 and 2, from principle of superposition, y net equal to y dash plus y double dash, resultant wave. One is moving x direction, positive x axis. One is moving negative x axis like this. One is moving in this direction. One is moving like this. One is moving like this. If you combine this, then the resultant wave you will get. What will you get the resultant wave? That is basing on these amplitudes. This is the situation. One is along x-axis, positive x-axis. One is negative x-axis direction. Everyone knows the principle of superposition. What is the principle of superposition? Anybody can say? What is the principle of superposition? Ananya, principle of superposition.
Yes, sir. Like when two waves are moving together, then
So two or more waves are combined
yeah,
together, then the resultant wave is the vector
is the
sum
sum
of
of
the individual.
yeah
The vector sum. Vector
vector
sum
sum.
means even directions also we have to consider. Now this particle direction is in this direction, amplitude. This amplitude is in this direction.
Gets nullified.
Then it will become like, if both are same magnitudes, it will become 0. Then wave will become like this. Understand? If there is a difference between these two, then there is a wave here. Understand clearly? That's the principle of superposition. Risha, am I clear? Principle of superposition.
Yes, sir.
Sir, could you repeat?
So principle of superposition, so many times I explained this. Please try to understand. Principle of superposition means two or more waves combine, then the resultant wave. Look at this. Two waves I am taking. One is this wave. This particle amplitude is 5 meters. And it is one more wave. This particle vibration is 2 meters.
So the vector sum.
Vector sum. Then
Okay.
the resultant wave.
So 7 meters.
Yes, it is one displacement. It is the second displacement of the wave. Then the resultant displacement. Then the resultant displacement of the vibrating particle is vector sum of the individual displacements. Am I clear?
Yes, sir, got it.
Suppose it is like this. It is 2 meters now. Then what will happen? It is 2 meters, it is 5 meters. If you combine, 3 meters you will get. Because 5 minus 2, 3. Clear? Hello, is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Did you write these two? So add these two equations. Add equation 1 and 2. So y equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus a sine kx minus, plus omega t. So a sine omega t minus, a sine kx minus omega t plus a sine kx plus omega t. If you add, it is looking like amplitude you can take common. Y equal to y net equal to a common sine kx minus omega t plus sine kx plus omega t. It is equation 3. Equation 3.
Or it will become 2a sine kx, right?
2a sine kx. From equation 3, from equation 3, sine A plus sine B, sine A plus sine B. Sine A plus sine B, how can you write? 2 sine A plus B by 2 into cos A plus B by 2.
A minus B by 2.
Write like that. Write like that. Y equal to 2 sine A plus B by 2. A plus B by 2 means already A is there. Okay. Y equal to A is okay. 2 sine kx minus omega t plus kx plus omega t by 2 into cos kx minus omega t minus kx minus omega t. Can we write like that?
Yes, sir.
Now what are the cancellations are there? Here 2, even 2's also will get cancelled. LCM if you take, oh,
No, sir, they're product and in the angle part, so it cannot get cancelled.
okay, but here it will get cancelled. Y is equal to A 2 sine 2 kx by 2
Yeah, there will get cancelled.
cos minus 2 omega t by 2 okay. So A 2 sine kx cos minus omega t, right? Cos minus theta also cos theta only.
Yes, sir.
2a sin kx cos omega t. Y equal to 2a sin kx cos omega t. This term in amplitude in standing wave. Very important. Amplitude in standing wave. This term. This term is amplitude in standing wave. So amplitude of standing wave is always 2a sin kx. Clear? Amplitude is maximum. Amplitude is maximum when sin kx equal to 1. Amplitude is maximum when sin kx equal to 1.
So how important is this derivation?
Next, we are going to discuss about the organ pipes. Okay.
No, how important is this derivation exactly?
Derivation, yeah, it is important. Derivation, derive amplitude of formation of standing waves. Amplitude in the standing waves. They will ask. Derive amplitude in standing waves. So to show that amplitude in the standing waves is equal to 2a sine kx, we have to derive this. Is the best question. One more best question in this lesson. Clear? Akshay, clear ma? Hello? No, I can't hear you, Akshay. Here in the standing wave, the amplitude of the particle is 0 in the standing wave. In the standing wave is called node. So it is also node, it is also node, it is also node, it is also node, it is also node. What are the particle is present here? Particle present here, particle present here, particle present here, particle present here, that are called nodes. That are called nodes. Antinode. The amplitude of the particle is maximum in the standing wave is called antinode. Antinode. Ananya, clear?
Sir, those crest and troughs are the antinodes.
This total part is called crest. This total part is called trough. But one particle is maximum amplitude. This is called antinode. This is called antinode. This is called antinode. This is called antinode. This total part is called crest. This total part is called trough. But maximum displacement is called amplitude, or also called in the stationary waves we will call as a, we don't call amplitude, we will call as a antinode and node. Antinode, node, antinode, node. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Ananya, clear ma? Yes ma, Prajwal.
Yes, sir. Just don't rub the board.
See, Prajwal, did you understand what is the antinode?
More or less, sir.
In the standing waves, whichever the particle is rest, means no displacement, is called node. That point is called node point. The particle which having more maximum amplitude, that point we will call as a antinode. In the stationary waves, that is the language in the stationary waves. Suppose if I take a, yes ma, if I take a single wave, then this total part is called what? In a single wave, what we will call?
Yes.
Huh?
Crest.
Crest. And this point is called what?
Antinode.
No. It is a single wave, no?
Okay, amplitude.
It is amplitude. In single wave is called amplitude. If it takes stationary waves, small language is changes. We will call here nodes and antinodes.
So I didn't understand, the whole distance is called antinode, or only that point on the wave is
only the point, maximum displacement.
Okay.
Maximum displacement of the particle in the standing wave. Here also, is it total distance we will call as amplitude? No. Only one particle which is at a maximum displacement, that particle we will call as a amplitude. But in standing waves, small terminology is changed. Nodes, antinodes. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Look at this. Some more points. Now tell me, it is what? This is what? Hello? This is what?
The trough.
This is what, ma?
Antinode.
Antinode.
Oh.
This is called trough. Total is called trough. Come on. Total is called trough. But I'm talking about the one particle which is having maximum displacement. So that antinode it is. Then tell me, what is this?
Node.
Node. So node. The distance between the antinode and node is lambda by 4. The distance between node and antinode is called lambda by 2. Now tell me, what is this? Can you say what is this? Hello?
Antinode.
Antinode. And tell me, what is this?
Amplitude.
What is this?
Hey,
Antinode.
antinode. So I couldn't see the
Antinode. The distance between the two antinodes or the distance between the two nodes is lambda by 2. The distance between the two nodes or the distance between the two antinodes, distance is lambda by 2. But the distance between one antinode and one node is lambda by 4.
So
Now tell me.
what would happen if we, instead of a rigid surface, we use like the rings?
Rings, if we use, then you won't get the standing waves.
So would there be any sound produced? No.
Yes, sound produces, no? Sound produces. I don't say the sound won't produce.
But then what would
No, no.
happen? Like how
No,
would
no.
it differ?
Actually, so if you produce waves on the unrigid support, so what will happen means the reflected wave, whatever the reflected wave, that wave we can't hear. That sound we can't hear.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yes. But in the standing waves, when it is producing sound, what will happen means with 180 pace, it will comes to us so that you can hear that sound. Yes, we can't hear whatever the unrigid support is producing voice. Am I clear? What is standing wave? How many types of standing waves are there? And what is the amplitude in the standing wave? What are nodes? And what are antinodes? That's what we have discussed in this lesson. Anybody can say what is standing wave?
So distance between two antinodes or nodes is pi by 2.
Yes.
And distance between one antinode and one node is pi by 4.
Yes.
Lambda by 4.
Lambda by 4, yes. Okay. Now see, anybody can say what is standing wave? Please, fast.
Two similar waves
Two s-
traveling in the opposite direction.
of similar waves means amplitudes,
Same amplitude and same
same
frequency.
frequencies, and same speed traveling. And standing waves, how many types?
Two
One is
transverse, standing wave,
standing
and
wave
longitudinal.
and longitudinal standing wave. This is also definition is same. Two transverse progressive waves of same amplitude, same frequency, same speeds are traveling with opposite direction to each other. Whatever the wave it produces, that is the transverse standing wave. So we can say whatever the sound is producing in the strings. And one more is longitudinal standing wave. And standing wave equation we derived. Standing wave equation. Okay. Remember that standing wave equation. What is the standing wave equation that we have written?
2a sin kx into cos omega
Y
t.
is equal to 2a sin kx into cos omega
T.
omega t. So that it is called what? This term is called?
Amplitude of standing wave.
Yes. Amplitude of standing wave. And the terminology in the standing wave, did you understand what is the terminology in the standing wave? What will form in the standing wave?
Node and antinode.
We will get antinodes and node. What is node? What is node?
An
Stationary
amplitude of
particle something.
Yes, the amplitude of the particle is 0. Is called node. The amplitude of the particle is maximum. That is called antinode. So these are the things you have to remember. In the next class, only the 20 minutes topic, half an hour topic is there. That is called waves produced in open pipe and closed pipe. How waves will produce in the closed pipes and open pipes. Doppler effect. Done. Lesson is over. So in the next class, I am going to even start thermal properties of matter, solids, thermal properties of solids also. So Friday, Saturday we will start that. It won't take more time even. Thermal properties of solids, very less time it will take. Clear, ma?
yes, sir.
See you in the next class, Ananya.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Prajwal, okay, yeah. Risha, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.